The gardens at Vizcaya are about 10 acres. We take our hurricane preparations very seriously, as hurricanes are the main threat to the well-being of the gardens at Vizcaya. We're a small team. We're about 9 people, including myself, and we have a lot of ground to cover. So we generally start our hurricane preparations about 5 days in advance. We start by ensuring that all of our potted plants are safe. We move those to secure locations depending upon the expected severity of the storm. We also want to make sure that the living collections, that is the plants that we have in our nursery and greenhouses, are safe as well, because some of them are quite valuable and quite rare. We also lock down our greenhouses where our orchid collection is housed. We also ensure that anything that we have in terms of orchids that is out on display in the gardens comes in as well. Vizcaya's gardens are full of large old trees, and many of them are a bit fragile. So we have all of our trees on a regular maintenance plan, which means that professional arborists come to the gardens and they prune the trees every 2 to 3 years, depending on what the tree is, its condition, and where it's located. The main gardens are full of 17th, 18th, 19th century statuary from Europe, and if a tree happens to fall on one of those statues, it can severely damage or destroy it. Aside from wind, our primary threat is flooding, and in Hurricane Irma, we had storm surge of 4 to 8 feet throughout the entire main gardens, which covered pretty much everything. And we've learned from that experience in that we can no longer feel comfortable that the gardens are protected from storm surge in an average storm, because not only are we dealing with the effects of an individual hurricane, but we are also dealing with the effects of sea level rise. And we are instituting a form of flood protection called Tiger Dam, which involves long vinyl-coated tubes that are installed in the eastern perimeter of the gardens in our most vulnerable places that will block the effects of storm surge, of wave-driven debris, and other destructive forces. We also have a number of protections in our procedures to ensure not only the safety of the gardens, but to ensure the safety of our staff as well, because before and after a storm, it's a very high-stress environment. People are rushing around, people have a lot of responsibility, and it's very easy to get caught up in what you're doing and neglect your own personal health and safety. After the storm, we were able to recover pretty quickly because we had a huge volunteer cadre come and help us after the storm, and we heavily depend upon volunteer support. So look up our volunteer opportunities at vizcaya.org. We look forward to seeing you in the gardens.